Hi everyone, how are you all? Welcome to my channel Concept Learning. This is Rasagna. So, in my previous class, what have we did? We did a very interesting thing. That is, we have tried to imagine the problems, right? So, we have covered most of the important model of problems, right? And we have imagined those problems. So, now after doing more and more problems, you'll try to imagine the problems much more faster and better. Okay, so today we are going to do the board exam, that is CBSE board and IPE problems of states. Okay, so before going to do that, in my last class I have left the class with a homework problem, right? So that is this one. Am I right? So first we are going to solve this problem and then we are going to start doing the IPE problems. Okay, so now let's look at this problem fast. What is this? Find the equation of the plane through the line of intersection of the planes. Okay. So two planes are given and the required plane is passing through the line of intersection of these two planes. Okay. Which is perpendicular to the plane. Yeah. So in my previous class I have told you that if you are not able to do the procedure, at least try to imagine the problem, right? So have you imagined the problem? Okay, so you may already have imagined the problem, so I'll just draw the diagram for you on the board. Okay, so two planes are intersecting. So I need to draw two intersecting planes. Yes. So these are the two intersecting planes. Okay, and there's a line of intersection. Okay, that is the line of intersection, and through this the required plane is passing through. So uh, I need to draw a plane like this, something like this, which is passing through the line of intersection, right? So that is passing through the line of intersection. So now what do I do? He already told me that this plane is also perpendicular to some other plane. Okay, leave it. First, let us look at the first condition. Now there are two planes and through the line of intersection this plane is passing. So for this we have a small thing to write the equation of the line. Not only for this, you will also use this to write when you write two lines are intersecting, to write the family of lines, a line in a family of lines. If I give you two lines, right, and if another line is passing through that point, so then how do you that the lines are L1 and L2, right? So how do you write the another line equation? You will write L1 plus lambda L2 is equals to 0. The same concept you will also use in circles also. Okay, so now here two planes are there and the plane is passing through the intersection of these two planes, right? So in that situation what you are going to do is you are going to write, if the first plane's equation is u1 is equals to 0 and the second plane's equation is u2 is equals to 0, then you are going to write u1 plus lambda u2 is equals to 0. Okay. So then you will get one equation in lambda. So how do you get it? Uh, you will get it like this. The two equations are these two, right? So I'll write them. X plus y plus z is equals to, minus 1 plus, I brought the one this side, okay, that's it, plus lambda into 2x plus 3y plus 4z minus 5 is equals to 0. So this is the equation that I get when I write it in the form u1 plus lambda u2 is equals to 0. Right? So now I have to find lambda, I'll use the second condition. Okay. What is the second condition? uh, Another plane is perpendicular to this plane. Okay, then I'll write the perpendicular condition. What is perpendicular condition? You already know. A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equals to 0. This is the perpendicular condition. So here you will write the x coefficients after multiplying with lambda. The x coefficients you get are 1 plus 2 lambda into x plus 1 plus 3 lambda into y plus 1 plus 4 lambda into z. Okay. The constants are minus 1 plus, okay, minus 5 lambda. Okay, is equals to 0. So these will be A, B, C. That is the DRs of the plane's normals, right? So I'll use this and the DRs of this plane, that is 1, minus 1 and 1. And I'll apply the perpendicular condition. Then I'll get the value of lambda and I'll substitute it in this. Then I'll get the equation of this plane. So that is the procedure of doing the problem that I have left you yesterday for homework. Okay. So you can even do in another process, the basic process, but using this will be the simplest process. Okay. So that is it. Now let us do the IPE problems and go deep into the concepts. Okay. Let's start IPE problems. So guys, now we are going to start with the problems of IPE, that is intermediate board exams in 3D geometry, right? So while we discuss about the problems of 3D geometry in board exams or competitive exams or anything, you will be getting most of the problems as combined problems, that is the planes, lines and the DRs, DCs, all these concepts are going to be intermixed and then posed for you. Okay. So we are also going to look to such type of problems only, so that you will be also able to solve the tougher problems. Okay. So first problem is a quite easy problem. So first let us look at the first problem. So what is it? The first problem is, what is the angle between the two lines? Okay. There are two lines given to you and you have to find the angle between those two lines. Okay. But here the equation of the lines are not given to you directly in the general form. You have to first convert them into the general form and then you must start doing the problem. Okay. So how do we do it? Let us look at the first line. Okay. First let us write the general form of a line. How does it look like? It looks like x minus x1 by a is equals to y minus y1 by b is equals to z minus z1 by c. Is this the general equation of the line? 3D line? Right. So now we have to convert these two equations in this form. Okay. So how do we do it? So let us look at the first equation now. That is 2x is equals to 3y is equals to minus z. Okay. So now first we have to make the coefficients of this x, y and z 1. Okay. So now how do we do it? To make the coefficients of this with 0, I have to divide the whole equation with 6. Okay. So now what do I get? I get x by 3 is equals to y by 2 is equals to z by minus 6. So now I have made the coefficients of x comma y comma z 0. Sorry, 1. Right? Well, so now we have got this into the general form. You may say, where is the x1, y1, z1? Yeah, here x1, y1, z1 are 0. So you can write like this, x minus 0, y minus 0, z minus 0. Okay? Well, so now how do we write this also in the same form? That is 6x is equals to minus y equals to minus 4z. Okay. So now we have to make the coefficients of x, y, z 1 like we did in the previous equation, right? So now we have to divide it with the LCM of 6 and 4. So what is the LCM of 6 and 4? That is 12. So let us divide it with 12. Okay. So now what do we get the equation of the line? X by 2 is equals to y by minus 12 is equals to z by minus 3. Okay. Minus 0, minus 0, minus 0. You don't have to write those zeros. Okay. Because x minus 0 is again x anyways. So now this is the these are the DRs of this line and these are the DRs of this line. Okay. So now how do you find the angle between two lines in 3D geometry? That is the angle between two 3D lines. How do we do it? What formula do we use? We have a small formula that is, let me do it with another ring. Yeah, that is cos theta is equals to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 by root of a1 square plus a2 plus b1 square plus c1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Is this the formula that we are going to use? So well, now I don't need these because these are the line equations that I require. So I'm going to erase this. Well, so now here A1, B1, C1 are 3, 2, minus 6 and A2, B2, C2 are 2, minus 12 and minus 3, right? So now I am going to substitute those values into this formula. How do I do it? That is cos theta, okay, cos theta is equals to A1 is 3 into A2 is 2 plus B1 is 2 and B2 is minus 12 plus C1 is minus 6 and C2 is minus 3 by root of A1 square, that is 3 square is 9 plus 2 square is 4 plus minus 6 square is 36 into 2 square 4 plus 12 square is 144 plus 3 minus 3 square is 9. Right? Well, so now I have to solve this and then I'll get the angle. So let me solve it over here. So this is equals to, what do you get? 6 minus 24, 2 12s are, and plus 18, right? Plus 18 by root of 9 plus 4 is 13 and 13 plus 36 is 49 into root of 4 plus 9 is 13 and 144 plus 13 is 154 plus 157. Okay. So now this is cos theta. So what do I get over here? I get 0, right? Okay, minus 24 and 18 plus 6 is 24. So minus 24 and plus 24 gets cancelled and then I get, from this I get cos theta is equals to 0. Am I right? So when does cos theta become 0? When theta is 90 degrees. Right? So the angle between the two given lines is 90 degrees. So the answer for this problem is 90 degrees. Okay? Well, so now let's go into the second problem. Okay? So guys, now let us look at problem number 2. So let us see what the problem is first. He is asking us to find the equation of the plane passing through the point and 2 points are given and is perpendicular to the plane. Okay, so 2 conditions are given and we have to find the equation of the plane. Okay, so simply as above we do, what do we need to find the equation of a plane? In 1 point form, what do we need? We need the drs, okay, because the general equation is, okay, we need the, okay, general equation is x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 is equals to 0. This is the 1 point form of a plane equation. So well, now we need the drs of the normal to the plane as well. we also need a point on the point on the plane. Okay. So now he gave us the plane passing through the point. So now the x1, y1, z, for x1, y1, z1 we have 2 points. That is, we have 2 values. So no need to worry about x1, y1, z1. Right? So the only thing now we have to find out is a, b, c. Now how do we do it? Well, for that we have a small process to do. And how do we do it? Uh, there's a plane. If this is the plane and you have been given another perpendicular plane that is lying on the plane like this. Okay, so I cannot draw it like that. So I will draw it like this. The perpendicular plane I am going to draw like this. Okay, that is a perpendicular plane passing through the plane. Okay, so well, now I have 2 points, right? 2 points on the plane, right? So by using those 2 points, what can I find? With 2 points, I can find the drs of a line that is on the plane. Because the 2 points are on the plane, if this is the required plane, let me think that the equation is, okay, let me think that the equation of the plane is this. Okay, so now I have 2 points on the plane, that is here's one point that is 3 comma 4 comma 2, and here there is another point that is 7 comma 0 comma 6. Okay, so I have 2 points over here on this plane. So now if I join these 2 points, what do I get? I get a line, right? So by using the 2 points on a line, I can find the drs of that line. Okay, so well, let me find out the drs of the line first. What will be the drs of the line? To find the drs, what is the formula we use? X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, right? So let me write the drs of this line. Let me think, the point is P and this is Q. So the drs of PQ is equals to x2 minus x1, that is 7 minus 3 is 4, right? So 0 minus 4 is minus 4, and again 6 minus 2 is 4. So because these are the drs, I can take simplest ratio because drs are any multiples of this pair. Okay, so I can take their simplest forms, that is 1 comma minus 1 comma 1. Okay, drs are the pair that is in the same ratio. So I can take the simplest form of it. Okay, in any problem also, if you have if you can write the simplest form of a set of drs, then you can definitely use those. Okay, because those are direction ratios. But remember, for direction cosines you cannot do so. Okay, only for direction ratios, because the direction ratios we can take any numbers, those are in the same ratio. Okay, but direction cosines are not like that. Okay, so now we have the drs of this line. Well, so now, but we don't want the drs of a line of the plane, we want the drs of the normal of the plane, right? So now if I take the normal of the plane, that will be like this. Let me take this as the example, and the normal will be like this out from the board, and the line is like this. So those two will be perpendicular. The line and the normal will be perpendicular because the line is like this and the normal will be like this. And what do you get? Perpendicular, right? So because those two are perpendicular, you can use perpendicular condition. Here, what are the drs of the plane that I have thought? Those are a comma b comma c. I have assumed that those are the drs, okay? General drs. So if these are the drs of PQ, and if I multiply the drs of PQ and drs of the normal to the plane, that will be is equals to 0. I can use the perpendicular condition. Now how do I use it? A into 1, okay, plus B into minus 1 plus C into 1 is equals to 0. So now what is the equation I get in ABC? That is A minus B plus C is equals to 0. Is this the equation that I get? Well, now I got this equation. Now, if I have to solve the equations of A, B, C, I will have to get another equation. Now, how do I get that equation? To find that equation, he gave you a small hint. What is it now? He told this plane is perpendicular to the required plane, right? So now I can use a perpendicular condition for both those two planes also. So the drs of this plane are the drs of the, okay, not the plane, the normal to the plane are 2 comma minus 5 comma 0. Am I right? So well, now I must use a perpendicular condition for the drs of this, the normal of this plane and the drs of normal of this plane. So what do I do now? A into 2 plus b into minus 5 plus c into 0. Okay, c into 0 is equals to 0. Now what is the equation that I get from this? This is this equation. So from this I get 2a minus 5b is equals to 0. Right? Now if I solve these two equations, how do I get a, b, c? Let us see. Okay. Now how do I write the coefficients? You already know how to solve the equation of x and y, right? Yeah, like in the same way you're going to do. So how do you write the coefficients? Minus 1, the coefficient of b, coefficient of c1, coefficient of a1 and minus 1 again. So this is how you solve the values of x and y while you solve the linear equations in two variables, right? So I'm using the same way, but here you don't have any another constant, but you have the coefficient of c. Okay, that is the only difference. So in the same way, if I write for this, what do I get? Minus 5, 0, 2 and minus 5. So I will have to multiply like this. Okay. So from this, how do I get the values of A? A by 0 plus 5, because minus of minus 5 will become plus 5, right? So in the same way, B by 2 minus 0 is equals to C by 5. Minus of minus 2 will become plus 2. Okay. So then I get A by 5 equals to B by 2 equals to C by 7. So these will be my DRs. Okay. I can to find the real values of A, B, C, I can equate it to K. But DRs are the ratios, right? So I can directly take 5 to 7 as the DRs. So now how do I find the equation of this line? I will put the values of A, B, C, that is 5, 2, 7 in this equation. And you may ask me, there are 2 points. So which point have I to substitute in that equation? You can substitute any point, that is of your wish. Okay. You can substitute any point and then you will get the equation of the plane. That you will be able to do right? Well, so you know how to solve this equation, right? So you will have different methods to solve the variables in x and y. You can multiply and do like that also. But I feel that this is the simplest procedure to do. You will know this when you do how to solve the equation in two variables, linear equation in two variables, two equations. So in the same way I have did this, this will be the simplest procedure. Okay. So this is the second problem. So now let us look into problem number 3. So guys, now let us look at question number 3. Okay. So this is also not too difficult, but you can do it. Okay. So now let us look at this question. What is it? Find the distance of the point. So we have to find the distance of this point from the point of intersection of the line and the plane. Okay. So what did he ask you? He told you that the line and this plane, these two intersect at a point. And he is asking you to find the distance of this point from the point of intersection. Okay. So well, now how do we do this problem? It is quite simple, not very difficult. We'll do it. So first we have to, the first and the foremost thing that we have to do is finding the point of intersection of this line and this plane. Now how do we do it? Okay, it is very simple. We'll do. If this is the line, first I will write the general form of a point. I have already previously told you while finding the foot of the perpendicular of a point on a 3D line, how to write the general point from a line equation, right? So let us write it now. If this is the equation, x minus 2 by 3 is equals to y plus 1 by 4 is equals to z minus 2 by 12, right? So to write the general point, I have to first equate it to some constant. Let me write it as k. Your wish, you can take a, b, c, d, anything, any variable, okay? So now how do I write the general point? X is equals to if I take x minus 2 by 3 is equals to k, that is here, I'll write it here. X minus 2 by 3 is equals to k. Then what do I get the x value? This is 3. Okay. What do I get x value? That will be 3k plus 2. Right? So in the same way, I am going to write for y. Y is equals to 4k minus 1. Am I right? Okay, 1. And now z is equals to 12k plus 2. Am I right? So these are the x, y and z values over here. Now, the line and the plane intersect at a point. So from these general points, if I put the value of k as 1, 2, 3, it may vary. I can put any value and then that point, the point that comes will lie on that line, right? So now he told us that the line and the plane are intersecting. So in all those points that I write, if I put the value of k differing, that is 0, 1 or any points, so there will be one point that is lying on this plane, right? Because there's a point of intersection. So let me think that this general point lies on that plane. Then I'll get the value of k for which the point lies on this plane, right? So now let me do that. I'll put this point into this plane equation, right? So now how do I do it? In the place of x, I put 3k plus 2. So 3k plus 2 minus y. 4k minus 1 plus z. 12k plus 2 is equals to 6. Remember, not 0, 6. Okay? So now 3k plus 2 minus 4k minus into minus plus 1 plus 12k plus 2 is equals to 6. Okay. So now if I add these k terms, I get 3k minus 4k is minus k and 12k I get 11k is equals to 2 plus 1. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3 and 3 plus 2 is 5 and I get 6 minus 5. So k is equals to 1 by 11. Okay, here my k is 1 by 11. So k may be any value, not only integers, any rational value. Okay, so I have got the value of k as 1 by 11. So now what do I do? I put the k's value into this x, y and z values. Okay. Let me erase all this. Okay. So x is equals to 3k plus 2, right? So 3 into 1 by 11 plus 2. That is x value and y value is 4k minus 1. So 4 into 1 by 11 minus 1 and z is equals to 12k plus 2. So this will be 12 into 1 by 11 plus 2. Now I'll get the values of x, y and z. Okay. So after getting the values of x, y and z, I'll get the point of intersection of the line and the plane. And from that point, I can find the distance of these 2 points. You already know the distance formula. I'll write it for you. The distance formula is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. We have discussed this formula in my first 3D geometry class. Okay. So in that procedure, you can find the distance between the point of this and the intersection of these two, that is this line and the plane. Okay. Now let's look into question number 4. So now let us look into question number 4. So what is the question? Find the equation of the planes parallel to the plane. So the required plane is parallel to this plane. Okay. Whose perpendicular distance from the point is 1 unit. So the perpendicular distance from this point to the required plane is 1 unit. Okay. So now let's go to the conditions one by one. So what is the first condition? The first condition is that the required plane are parallel to the planes. Okay. So if this is the required plane, there is another plane which is parallel to this plane. That is like this. So, if the two planes are parallel to each other, then surely the normals will be also parallel to each other, right? If the two planes are parallel to each other, then definitely the normals of the planes are also parallel to each other. You can look here, right? So now, because these two are parallel, when you take two parallel lines, the DRs will be same. That is because if the DRs of this is 2 comma 3 comma 1, then the other DRs will be in the same ratio. That will be 4 comma 6 comma 2 or something like that, in the same ratio. So I have already previously told you in the previous problem that you can take the simplest form of the direction cosines. So if I take the simplest form of this direction cosines, I will get 2 comma 3 comma 1. Right? So the DRs will be same. So the DRs of two parallel lines can be taken as same. Okay? That is only in 3D geometry. Okay, DRs are present in 3D geometry only. So now the DRs of the normal of this plane will be the DRs of the normal of this plane also. So now what are the DRs of the normal to this plane? Those are the coefficients, right? So those are 1 comma minus 2 comma 2. These are the DRs of the normal of this plane, right? So then the DRs of the required plane are also 1 comma minus 2 comma 2. So what is the general equation of a plane? That is AX plus BY plus CZ plus D is equals to 0. This is the general equation of the plane, general form of the equation of a plane. So now I can put the values of 1, minus 2 and 2. That is the DRs of the normal of this plane also in A, B, C, right? So let me put them. 1 into X plus B is minus 2 into Y plus 2 into Z plus D is equals to 0. Okay. So what is the final equation I get? X minus 2y plus 2z plus d is equals to 0. Am I right? So now I have this. But the only unknown variable in this whole equation is d. So how do I find d? To find that d, you have got another condition. So now what is that condition? The condition given is the perpendicular distance of this plane from this point is 1 unit. So how do you find the perpendicular distance? Okay. For perpendicular distance, we have a formula. That is ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d by mod. Okay. Root of a square plus b square plus c square. Okay. So now I will substitute the values over here. A, B, C are 1, minus 2 and 2, right? So D is the only variable that must be known. The perpendicular distance is already given, that is 1 unit. So 1 is equals to A is 1. 1 into x1 is 1. This is x1 comma y1 comma z1, right? The point. So 1 into 1 plus minus 2 into 2 plus 3 into 2 plus d, okay, by root of a square, that is 1 square 1 plus minus 2 square 4 plus 2 square 4. Okay, so now I am going to erase this. The equation that we have already got is this. I am going to write it over here. X minus 2y plus 2z plus d is equals to 0. Right? This is the equation we have got. So now let us solve this. 1 plus 4 is 9. So root 9 is 3, right? So 3 is equals to mod of 1, okay, 1 minus 4 plus 6 plus d by, okay, by 3. 3 we already got it over here. So now, if I have to remove this mod, I have to put plus or minus over here, right? So, I will write it like as 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 6 is 3. So, 3 plus d is equals to plus or minus 3. Because I have removed the mod. Okay. So, now if I take plus 3, I will get d is equals to 0. And if I take minus 3, I will get d is equals to minus 6. Okay. So, the two plain equations that I am going to get are x minus 2y, okay, this equation, x minus 2y plus 2z. So, one equation is I'll put d is equals to minus 6, that is equals to 0. And another equation is I'll put d is equals to 0 plus 0 is equals to 0. Okay, so these are the two plain equations that we get by the given conditions. Okay, so this is question number 4. Now let us look into question number 5. So guys, this is question number 5. I'm not going to tell you how to do this problem. This is your homework problem. You have to do it. Okay. So in my next class, I'm also going to tell the solution of this problem even if you are not able to do it. But try this problem. Okay. So in my next class, after telling the solution of this problem, I am going to start the problems of previous year JEE mains, advanced and all the other competitive exam problems. Okay, I'm going to tell some models of those problems. Okay, so that's all. So share the video, like the video, and also do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Also the links to the previous videos of mine, I'll put it in the description box below. You can check in that. Okay, thank you for now. Meet you in my next class. Bye bye.